Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 9th episode of Yakusoku no Neverland. So, last episode, things are not going great. Sister Krona gets eliminated, Emma gets a leg broken, Norman's told he has a shipping date. It's unpleasant for a lot of people, but, a lot of people have opened up about their feelings to each other, though. I guess it's something to be positive about. But, it's just escape does not seem like it's in the cards right now. Hopefully, we can work around our problems, but there's a lot of stuff to work around. So I don't know. At this point, I feel like escape's just not possible. Everyone's gonna die, and then it'll be the end. I I almost believe that at this point, but I'm sure they'll find a way out of this mess. I don't know. Let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah. Uh, Come on, even Amazon Prime gives us more time until shipping than that. Well, I guess that's good. That's not good, though. I don't think I've ever seen anyone be so angry after having their birthday mentioned. Mom, you're the only one that seems to be even remotely happy with this development. Yeah, it's looking bad, guys. I don't know. Since my theory about Sister Krona helping them escape is completely out the window at this point, yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I still have not fully come to terms with the fact that my theory on that was just completely and utterly wrong. Just because I was pretty confident on it when I first came up with it. It's been a while since I've seen a character whose smile scares me as much as Mom's, Isabella. I know she has a name, but I like calling her Mom. Okay, that's not weird to say out loud, but just it's easier. Still just love how cool Emma looks in that shot. Hopefully we'll be able to break through that wall of puzzle pieces, but it's not looking great right now. Don't ask me, I got nothing. Not the rope. I mean, not gonna heal anytime soon. No getting really around that. Somebody ordered a Norman burger, that's why. Yeah, that's the world we live in, unfortunately. Well, you live in. I'm fine for the most part. Well, now Ray kicked the bucket. Are you feeling better at all? Hopefully, you're on painkillers at least. I don't know if they even have those, but she's upset at the very least. That all she took our hopes and dreams. She's gonna take you. I don't know what we do about that though. Yeah, she needs to recharge those fluids after crying, of course, but yeah, just Norman's gonna prioritize Emma's safety above all else, so I do think it's in the cards to end up sacrificing himself so they can escape, making good use of the shipping scenario. That's the only thing I can really think of. The whole shipping out thing being used as an opportunity for them to escape is the only thing I can think of at this point. Well, that's the water. Turns in, then a bunch of blood comes out. Oh no, it's regular water. Not amount of buildup, but you dropped the cup, man. Trying to worry me a bit here, Norman. But I guess he just, upset about things, which is understandable. Didn't want to cry in front of Emma, I guess. I hope so. I like Norman. Okay, are we leaving like now? Emma's like, you're not Norman. Those are some eyes, though. Those are eyes of conviction. Is Norman still over here wasting water? As usual, very sad atmosphere to the show. We no longer have our Genki girl Cronette to lighten things up a bit with her silliness. Oh, those are some eyes too. I love all these hallway walking shots. Very dramatic. Very cool. Huh, so this is what we're gonna try to do. Yeah, I don't think he'd want to... Wow. That was a face, too. Uh... That's actually pretty smart. Pretend to have escaped. I don't know if it'll work, but... No, is it not? Well, yeah, we gotta keep this... Yeah, it has to be like a, seemingly normal orphanage. Gotta make the best meat. Yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah. Monsters that eat us might be a bit of a challenge, but... I don't think they would increase the size of the wall. That's a good point, too. New devices, we know where they were. Where are we gonna hide them specifically, though? It's not the answer we wanted. Why not? I guess that is a concern. So I guess we'll have to escape together if that's the case. Somehow. That's already pretty bad. We don't want you to die, though, Norman. That's the thing. I guess there's not much left to say at this point. Wow. He just says that so casually. Just break legs, it'll solve problems. I guess it's an okay idea. Not the best idea ever, but... Come on, Ray, let's break your leg. Wow. You kids scare me a little bit. Jesus. uh, Probably not. That'd probably be unhealthy. I guess we're okay with that. It's a little bit crazy, but it's what we gotta do in this crazy world. It's better than that, yes. Oh, Emma. You are definitely determined for your beliefs here. Uh, Such great friends here. That's what they're up to, okay. So that's what I use the camera for. So it has been a long plan. That's pretty clever, pretty creative. Little MacGyver here. Good question. Hear the clock in the background, that's a bad sign. Oh? But how, though? No. But I can kinda guess. That's what I kinda figured. So basically, you remember your baby thoughts. Oh, jeez. That's some scary stuff. Uh, Highly detailed fragments. I bet there were. Okay. We definitely did not know that before. Oh. Okay. Got it. Oh, we're not even close to the end of the episode yet. Oh god. This is so awkward to see once you know the full truth. One of these instances. I mean, it is. Yeah, we'll miss Norman. And Gwats. That child's face, I'm not sure that's... I'm not sure about that. Aww. She's so upset. Somebody give this child a hug. You wanna go in my place, you know? There we go. I'm sure Norman will be happy with his new family and write lots of letters and think about you guys every day. Yeah, a few of the kids know the truth and they're slightly different emotion. Gotta mention dinner, didn't you? Wow, Emma, calm down. The food's not going anywhere. Ow! Just faceplant? Oh, children playing in the hallway. Okay. Working on a rope. Still. Well. What's that face about? What are those two talking about? But yeah, I guess we're having Norman make his escape here, or... I hope so. Be right back. Nice and tight. Wow, this can you really do this? Wow. I want to try this at some point. I would hurt myself, but I still want to try it. And now, yeah, now we can see beyond the wall. Do you see any titans, Norman? That is my question. Do you see any titans? I guess not. You're tired. You didn't even run up a wall in a cool epic fashion. I knew that's what you was thinking. Now that was hard to guess, but gotta check his tracking device. I mean my watch. My watch. How will she respond to this though is a question. A lot of nervous people in this scene. Because what she says here matters a lot. Oh. He came back. You were supposed to escape / hide, Norman. Did we have to go over the plan again? Because I don't think you followed the plan properly. This is why we pay attention in meetings. You saw these fake smiles. I guess he changed his mind, but or pretended to agree to it in the first place. Norman, more talking, less walking. Cliff? I mean, oh, I apparently missed that. That's a thick wall, though. Because I saw the forest, I guess I just didn't see that giant cliff. I will admit that definitely makes it difficult. I won't deny that. We obviously need another rope. You know, I made an Attack on Titan joke because it's low-hanging fruit, but if we had our omnidirectional maneuver gear or whatever, we could probably make it past there. But yeah, that's a problem, I will admit. We don't have another 6 years for Ray to get miscellaneous items as rewards to concoct into a bridge, so I don't know what we do here. I thought the chances were bad before, but now we have a cliff to deal with. Maybe we could, like, slowly fill it with water and swim across, or... I mean, we're pretty good at parkour. Maybe we could jump it. Probably not, though. Maybe we could, like, push over the wall and have that land over as a bridge. Kind of like, you know, pushing a tree over to make a makeshift bridge. It probably wouldn't work, but I don't know. I mean, we do have a forest, though. Maybe we could do something with trees. I don't know. But yeah, that was the 9th episode of Yakusoku no Neverland. And this episode, you know, not a lot really happened with this episode. We basically discussed the whole Norman leaving situation and what we were going to do about that. And after going back and forth a lot, you know, we decided that, you know, breaking Ray's arm or leg or whatever, or, you know, or catching a cold, you know, after Norman just pretends to escape and hides, we established that would be our best plan. You know, it's not an amazing plan, but it's, you know, the best thing we got. It had a good chance of everyone staying alive. So, you know, it was cool. Just the way they were able to be so casual and, you know, just the way they were able to just discuss, I know, we'll just break his arm. That'll be great, guys, right? Just, these kids scare me a little bit sometimes. Because, you know, breaking a bone, from what I've heard, is a very painful thing, so I don't know. It just, I couldn't just agree to that, really, personally. But yeah, everyone was pretty upset in this episode, just seeing Norman go to the water to get, under the pretense of getting water for Emma, but really just to cry, you know. There's a lot of sad stuff with the episode, for sure. But we also figured out what Ray was doing with all the devices and stuff that he gets as rewards. He just, like, apparently each one he takes out one specific part to together build a device for dealing with the tracking devices. And that is, yeah, that's pretty clever, because you couldn't be able to just say, "Hey, mom, can you get me this very specific thing for this very specific purpose?" Because then she'd be asking questions like, "What? Is there a tracking device you want to disable or something?" No, it's just I'm curious. So I do like how he was able to be so subtle about that, even though it made it take a lot longer to do. I thought that was pretty cool. I like the reveal a lot. But yeah, some great phases in this episode for sure. But yeah, as always, things move pretty slow with this show. So again, not a lot happened, but we made a new rope. But yeah, there was this one scene where, yeah, it was Norman that found the pen and something next to it. I don't know, that's supposed to be like a letter or something, but it did prompt him to say, "What's this?" So maybe that will come into play later, unless I misunderstood what that was about. It is always likely. And then we got to see Norman actually attempt to escape, and he did that really cool maneuver of tying the rope to the tree and running up the wall. I'm not familiar enough with physics to know how feasible that is, but I do kind of want to try it, or at least see someone in real life try it. One of the two. But it was really cool to watch regardless. Got to the top of the wall and got a great view that I'm sure very few children at that orphanage ever get to see. And then, surprisingly, he actually came back, and yeah, that was just the tenseness of that scene was really good. Just when Mom noticed that Norman was not back, she asked about it. She looked at her tracking device, and then just for the next like 10 seconds or whatever of silence, the audience is just staring, wondering what she's gonna say, what's she gonna do, where are we gonna go from here? Because this was a pretty decisive moment. You can't really go back from this. And then it just, oh hey Norman, I'm glad to see you came back. So bit anticlimactic there. But yeah, we were a little bit curious what was up there, especially Ray, because he just completely went against the plan. He was not supposed to just come back like that. So they asked him questions, and my first theory was maybe he was only pretending to go along with the plan to begin with, so they would stop arguing about it, and he was just willing to just sacrifice himself. That's kind of where my assumption went first, but no, unless he's lying, which is admittedly a possibility. There is just a cliff there that they can't really get past. So that's the difficulty. You need to either have some sort of bridge, some sort of Spider-Man method of getting across. You need something, or I guess you could also use like a glider, one of those glider things you put on your back and whoosh, because they are at a high point of the in front of the cliff. Now they're not like at the same ground level as the cliff, which that method wouldn't work. But since they do have that high vantage point, they could just like jump and like swishy over to the other side. That's unlikely. We've never actually seen any kind of glider in the show, so I really don't have much to support that theory. But because besides the fact that it is that high point that makes that possible, so that's the only semi-realistic thing I can think of about how we deal with that problem. Either that or we go through headquarters, the gate, which I don't see that going well unless we could stow away in a truck or something, which has also been another theory I've had in the back of my mind for a while. They just managed to stow away into a truck when somebody had their turn to be delivered, but I figured that would be easier said than done as well. So yeah, a lot of difficulty, regardless. And yeah, the scene where Isabella told everyone about Norman gonna be shipped out, well, about him being adopted. Like I said, that scene has such a different feel to it once you know the truth, because we saw that with Connie before. And it was like, oh, this is sad. She's gonna, leave all her friends. They're gonna be lonely without her. And now they're gonna just wait for letters. And yeah, that's kind of what it was. And now we see this scene. We're like, yeah, he's gonna die. He's gonna get eaten by monsters, and they're never gonna hear from him again. And they'll have no idea. Even when the next person gets shipped out, they'll again have no idea. So yeah, bit of a different feel to it for sure. And the one girl just crying, Norman hugging her. Still a little bit sad. Oh yeah, I guess I could mention that. Ray's whole talk about not having infantile amnesia was an interesting one. Because, yeah, we never really fully addressed why he knows all the things he knows. But apparently he has fetus memories, which is weird. But I guess it's not impossible. Probably. I don't know. But either way, yeah, that'd be a little bit weird having those sort of memories and thinking about what to do with them, because you can never fully play along with the game of pretend that this orphanage is. So, yeah, I mean, you really, I don't know what you really do there. You could tell all your friends the truth, but that probably wouldn't end well for you. So you could keep it to yourself, but then you would always be like the emo kid in the corner that doesn't like having fun and all that. It's a bad position to be in. You know, that may have been part of the reason why he got the arrangement with Mom that he did. Because, you know, it's somebody to actually talk about things with, you know, to a degree. But, you know, I don't know. Just, it's a pretty messed up position Ray's in right now. But yeah, just it's a bad situation. I said that at the beginning of the episode, and I'm saying at the end of the episode because it's actually gotten worse somehow. Somehow things have actually gotten more difficult. It just blows my mind that's even possible. But clearly it is. But yeah, just I can't wait to see what they do about this problem. What's our next discussion going to be about? Like, how do we conquer this? We'll find out next week. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.